We axed the song. The song is no more.
Well, I'm not even looking for a song. I'm looking for like, what's the episode? What's episode number 149?
We are at 149. That's right. Big things in store for 150.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I'm just looking for like a welcome back, guys. It's episode 149 of Laundry in the Basement. Yada yada yada. That's what I was thinking.
I mean, you could just do it yourself. You just did it.
Yeah,
I did.
I want to take a democratic vote here, and I would like to propose a motion.
I hate
that
democracy.
Austin,
Yeah, no democracy here. Only dictatorship.
We're getting rid of that soon, so don't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
As someone named Donald J. Trump, you should probably also like the destruction of democracy, right? Right,
that's
Michael?
That's why I'm
or Donald,
endorsing-
whatever you want to be called here.
That's why I'm endorsing Elon's Musk America Party, because it's going to bring back democracy and balance into the world.
Yeah. I mean,
Sure. Yeah.
I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on that. But before we do that, welcome back, everybody. It's episode 149 of Laundry in the Basement. We've got the whole crew here.
That's
ready
right.
to chat it up. We're happy to have you.
We missed you last week, Austin. You were dearly missed, but we're glad.
Why are you saying you like you didn't miss Austin?
I know you didn't miss me.
Look,
Actually, didn't you verbally say that's redundant? Didn't you say that you were glad that I wasn't on the show?
I would like to clarify that statement. I think.
Objection, Your Honor.
Nah, you
Hearsay.
You got me. I guess if you want to say that for the contents of that episode, it's probably better that you weren't on there. You know?
Why? Because you were being very vulnerable or something?
There was a
little bit.
Yeah, I was expressing my feelings. Usually that doesn't go well. So.
Okay. I mean, we always love to hear your feelings, Mike. But you know what? I'm glad that you had a forum to do that freely, without any kind of perceived judgment on my end.
Yeah.
No, there's judgment.
Yeah. I mean, there's always judgment. Like we're on episode 149. I think this is probably the 60th episode where I've seen you wear these glasses, and I'm waiting for the day for you to take them off. But
that's not what we're here for. That's not what we're here for. I'm glad you're here.
That's not what we're here for.
It's a new week.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters. How was everybody's 4th of July weekend? Why don't we go around the room and say what we did?
Starting with you, Mike?
No, I want to hear yours. I felt like you had a good. I feel like what's going on in the city for 4th of July?
No, I had a good weekend. I had a great weekend. The weather was great. I attempted to tan, which
Didn't work.
Never works out for me. I mean, usually my route is I'll go outside for like 15, 20 minutes, and that's enough for me to get a solid burn, right? Like, I'm talking no sunscreen. Like, just get out there, put your hand out in the sun for like 10, 15 minutes, pull it back in, red as a lobster. But this time, I was like, let me just reapply a couple of times. I got this. I'll sit out in the sun. And I was out in the sun for a solid hour. I'm talking outside the pool. And I got zero tan whatsoever. So I just don't think that it's in the cards for me to ever get any kind of.
You gotta start using like oil.
I think so. I think I need to start doing like the Coca-Cola mixture with the suntan oil, whatever like the home remedy is to try to get it, or just get a spray tan. I mean, if our Lord and Savior Donald J. Trump can get a spray tan and look as good as he does, I mean, geez, what can I do? So that's the next step. But besides that, great weekend, spent it by the pool, had a little barbecue, celebrated some birthdays, and just chilled. Had a great time. Missed you boys. I wish we were all in the same area so that we could celebrate together, but it was still a good time.
Yeah. Well, you can be if you move back to Connecticut.
I learned quickly, Victor, that was never in the cards for me. And I'm perfectly okay with that,
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
He's tired of running. He's tired of living in states run by Democrats, and I understand that completely.
I think
What are you talking about? What?
that's another one of his jokes, because as everybody knows, that the people that live in Connecticut, Woket, which is where we lived, was the reddest part of the state. So it was the exact
was it the reddest?
I think like literally the single reddest.
Yeah. It had the highest concentration of Republican voters in all of Connecticut.
I think it was like top 10 for all of New England, to be honest.
I wouldn't surprise me.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I want to say that although that's probably true, I feel like
I think statistically it is like it's not probably true. It's like a statistical fact.
no, it is. But what I'm saying is, I feel like there are other towns that are more concentrated conservatives, but because the population is less, it doesn't seem like so.
No, it's a
Like
percentage based. It was the
Yeah.
most.
Yeah. Like the number of
Yeah.
Republicans.
Yeah. Not like sheer vote total, but just pure percentage. It was like 85% or something insane.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Which for a town of what 16,000 people is not all that much, but when you're there, you feel it.
That's right.
That's right. So yeah, it went total 180, and maybe that was unintentional, or maybe it was very much intentional, but we will never know.
I mean, what do you expect from a bunch of hick Italians?
Whoa!
It's okay. I can say it. I have the pass.
That is
Yeah,
a potent
but-
combination. Redneckism and in like fourth generation Italians.
I feel
Yeah,
like-
right,
I feel
Mike?
like- I feel like every ethnicity has their version of redneck.
That's like Staten Island crossed with the Confederacy. That is like
That's exactly what it
that's
is.
that's as bad as it gets.
That's it.
Damn. Well, I'm glad you
Mike-
had a good weekend. You know, it sounded like a nice time. Who's next? Anybody?
Come on. We don't got to do this.
Do you genuinely want to know,
Yeah,
Mike?
do you want to just brag about your weekend?
No, I don't want to brag about my. I just thought it would be a conversation starter and see where life takes us.
You shit on us all the time for being let's start a podcast, and you're coming up with like the most let's start a podcast topic possible.
at least
Ask
I'm
him
starting.
ask him what we did.
At least I'm starting. Who else started? Anybody? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you started. Anybody?
Usually, just
Yeah.
because you talk first doesn't mean that it had the most merit, or content.
I never said it
But-
had the most merit, but I'm throwing the bone out there, dog. I'm
And you know
trying.
what? I
out here.
appreciate that. You asked.
It doesn't.
Me about my
It doesn't
weekend,
sound
and
like
I told you.
it. It doesn't sound like it.
No, but since you brought up the topic, you do have to say how your weekend went, though. And I'm expecting something pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a cool story here.
Yes.
Nothing crazy. I went to Canada for the 3-day weekend.
Oh, I was looking
I-
for like a surprise missing limb reveal.
Yeah.
Me too.
I blew my finger off on a firework. All good.
Nice.
Cross the state lines to Pennsylvania to go get the good ones. Blew my finger off. What's more American than that?
Speaking of fireworks, have you guys seen the strobe? I can't remember what they're called. They're like strobe fireworks or something like that. But they're basically, nukes or like a predator missile. I swear to God, they're like predator missiles.
I'm gonna need you to pull one up right now. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to pull one up right now. You can't really compare fireworks.
All right, you guys can see this. You guys
Yep.
can see this.
I can.
Okay.
Oh, now I can.
Oh God.
Oh my god, this seems very residential.
That hit a
That
house.
landed, like,
That
on
definitely
someone's
hit a
roof.
house. Holy shit. Are we saying that we just have access to missiles now?
Yes, we do. I need one of those ASAP.
Yeah, that's.
You could
That's
probably
it.
get them 50% off right now. It's after July 4th. Go find them.
Have you got did you guys was the sound okay for that? This is the first time we've ever played a video. There's
didn't
no
hear
sound on that?
Yeah, no,
Damn,
no.
they sound insane. Let me see
Yeah.
if I could. I'm gonna just play the video into the mic. I know it's fucking stupid, but I'm just gonna do
Even-
it so you guys can hear this.
Even without sound, that would just look ridiculous if I was just happened to look out the window.
And after that video that you play, out of respect, can you play the one right after where the guy's in the wheelchair and he's lighting a firecracker? Terry, back
up,
it
Terry!
up.
Back up, Terry!
Back it up, Terry. Ooh. What?
sounds like gunfire.
That
I'm
sounded like a
sad.
fully automatic machine gun, then a car screeching off the road, crashing into the
Nah, dude. If
pole.
I heard that, that's a full shelter in place right
Yeah.
there. That is
Yeah,
full
that's-
getting in the basement. Like,
Yeah.
Jeez.
I need one of those so bad.
That seems like one of those fireworks that wouldn't even be sold in like Pennsylvania. Like where did you get that?
It's called the strobe rocket.
It's a rocket.
and you could get it on Amazon for $12.99. Let's go.
I'm trying to find it. You can get it on. There's a bunch of places you can get it. Like I'm finding these like everywhere right now. I just can't find a price. Okay, Super Strobe Keystone Fireworks.
So
Let's get a case of $429. It sounds like if we just split it, $110 each or whatever. Also,
$110
Keystone
each,
is
you two
Pennsylvania,
can go to
is it
jail.
but it's all right. There's 20 of them in the box.
You just said it was
And-
4, I thought.
Yeah, it's 4 boxes, a case of 4. Everyone gets a box. And they're running a sale saying buy one, get one 99 cents. So it's kind of like us paying $110 for 2 boxes of these,
Oh yeah,
which is 40 of them.
Right. I guarantee you we would get to set off maybe 5 of those
Oh.
and we would be arrested.
Okay, I'll tell you. This is
Or we catch a charge for blowing somebody's house up.
when does the sale end? I need to know this right now. When's the sale end? I need to know because if it ends soon, as my gift to you for your wedding, Austin, is I will buy one get one, and right when you
No
say
chance
I
right
do,
now.
we're popping them
Nah,
off, baby.
absolutely
we're
not.
popping them off.
You're responsible for the fee that I incur when we blow up the side of the building at the venue.
Nah, it's all good, dog. Don't worry.
Hold on. Give me 1 second.
I mean, are you guys gonna do the firework crackers anyways? Aren't you gonna do some firework photos? We'll just pop them off. It'd be great.
Listen,
there's-
you know
there's-
what?
Go ahead.
I'll do it, right? But only if you're the one to light it off.
Oh, of course.
Okay, beautiful.
that's
That
not a
removes
problem.
all liability from me, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
That's not a problem. We'll take care of that.
Oh, they got a Philadelphia Superstore. Guys, let's take a quick trip.
We could do it.
So you could get them in Pennsylvania?
Yep. They have a bunch of locations in Pennsylvania, actually.
you think
Oh,
the
dude, you
Amish
just-
are selling fireworks?
No, I think they just make like regular dynamite. I don't really know. you know?
Okay.
I think they just use fireworks are too fancy. I think they just make like C4 or something like that. So
Yeah, some sort of plastic explosive that they could also churn in like a, like instead of butter, they're churning the plastic explosives.
This is gonna sound like a real old head moment. Whatever happened to the little ones that came out that looked like they were coming out of the ground like little worms? Like that was enough for me on 4th
Yeah,
of
the
July.
Amish aren't doing that anymore. They gave that up.
they graduated.
They moved on to bigger and better
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
I
That
don't know which
sect
one
kind
you're
of
talking about.
they kind of they went into the ground one day and they never came back up. We're still looking for them. We don't know what happened.
Ooh.
Rough.
Man, I'm wondering what would happen if we lit one of those in your neighborhood, Austin. You think you think it could hit the highway?
Oh,
Yeah.
easy.
Absolutely.
Oh, we should.
Absolutely, it could.
We should try.
Yeah. That would be major accidents.
Yeah.
On the highway.
Yeah.
We lit that thing off. Holy shit.
5:15 p.m. on a Friday. We're fucking.
I
we're
would be
in there.
But honestly, people here are surprisingly unfazed by even the most egregious of sounds. So I would be more curious to see if we pop that off in the hometown and see how people reacted. Like who's coming out with guns, who's screaming, Israel's attacking, like what do we
They're not screaming that.
No, they're not.
They're screaming something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably screaming something.
And probably for my safety, it'll probably have to be the 3 of you lighting that off, and then
Oh my God.
I wait in the car.
You're ridiculous. Yeah. Well,
Wait,
at
now,
least drive the car so you could get equally busted. all
Oh,
right?
dude, hold
No,
on. This just reminds me of something.
Oh, here
if
we
you
go.
put on your costume from our trip to North Carolina and lit that off,
Oh, I think I'm being
You're being
I don't think I could say exactly what would happen to me, but yes.
Yeah, why don't we go ahead and resurface that photo, shall we? Let's pull that one up.
No, we don't have to.
For the good of public.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do that.
Yeah. No, this reminds me of this time that me and Nick, with a bunch of other friends, were semi-caught lighting off fireworks behind the high school, and we got chased out by somebody.
Oh,
Nick,
yeah.
I don't know if you remember that. That was hilarious.
But why would you guys do that on school property? Like, what are you guys thinking?
I don't know.
It was like 9 p.m. on a dude. We were
We
like
school
17. It was it
what
was
are you
9
talking
p.m.
about?
on a Friday. No one was there except for one guy apparently.
Dude,
And they weren't even like crazy fireworks, to be honest. It was just like little like Roman candles or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that's like when you're 16, 17 years old and you're like, what am I going to do in this small town? Like, let's go to the school and light some shit. That would be top of my list. You kidding me? Especially right before I graduate.
Yeah. Like realistically, what's the worst that's gonna happen?
Right. Spend a night in the cell and then you're out.
Yeah. But
Even that I think is a
no,
little
even
too
that. I
extreme.
think
They
you would just
probably
be
would
like
just
strongly reprimanded, and they would like call your parents or something.
yeah.
I don't know. Those people in that area had little to do. So
Yeah, one of those people was you, big dog. I don't know what you're trashing it for. You did the same thing we did.
I'm not talking
all
about the citizens. I'm saying law enforcement. You know, like what really went on in that town. They probably needed something to do that night.
Listen,
No.
they had a murder in 2025. All right, just
There was a murder.
This year?
was it not this year?
I don't think so. There's only been like what,
No,
5 murders.
That was this year.
That was this year. We talked about it on the pod months ago.
What?
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, I don't even remember.
I don't remember that.
Come
it
on,
was like a
Nick
triple
knows it.
homicide.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, never mind.
That's not like a murder though. That was like a dispute.
No, that's a murder.
I don't
I mean,
know.
that's how most
Three
murders
people
go
died. I
down.
think that classified. Can we look up the murder law?
Well, one of them was self-inflicted. That's not a that doesn't
Allegedly.
count.
Allegedly. Let's just go.
Yeah, but the other
Oh no,
two-
actually
No,
no, it
it
wasn't. It
wasn't.
wasn't.
Yeah, he
it
got
wasn't.
smoked
Yeah.
by
He
you
did
know,
get smoked, yeah.
from
And
some
he deserved
hero.
it. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, the only other murder I could remember was the I don't think they ever caught the guy, but the dude who got shot at the light next to Pat's.
Wait, what?
Again, I don't.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 years ago, this dude was like just on his way to work at like 5 a.m, and someone pulled up to him at the stoplight next to the post office. So like if you're going down Beach Road, like you can go straight or left or whatever. He was in the left lane and the other car was in the right lane, like to go right or straight, and like someone shot him.
Did he die?
Yeah, he died.
Jesus.
There's like a little memorial by the TD Bank in the Pat's parking lot for him.
Didn't some guy like throw his wife into a wood chipper or something like that, like 10 years ago?
Nah, he basically
You know what I'm
just
talking
beat
about, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he beat the shit out of her, and then with a baseball bat. Yeah, this is it's pretty dark.
All right. Yeah.
Her body was found on the road. Like their house was on the same road that I lived on, and her body was found on the same road that I worked on. So it was a little small coincidence. Of,
That could have went
happenstance.
very poorly for you.
Yes,
in a
yeah,
different world.
absolutely.
Or it was extremely convenient.
Yeah.
Or
I know one thing for sure though. Vic can never go into a Ponte club ever again. Not after this starts circulating in the comments that he's made about the Italian Americans. So
I'm
be.
Italian American. I could make these comments. It's all in jest.
Yeah, they're not gonna know that.
I know.
That's funny. And you know what? It'll probably be Mike to be the one that tells them. Hey, how's it going, Mike? We're just doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Come back in.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you could,
Oh
you
shit!
could say
Did you
something
catch
if
me
you
on
want.
Hinge? My bad. My
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh no, I tried.
I do-
I
yeah.
tried.
Yeah, you
I
probably
tried.
should
I wanted
be
to
on
go around
Hinge,
the room and
buddy.
talk about everybody. Yeah, I just wanted to go around the room and ask about everybody's weekend, and everybody told me to shut up. So
Is that when you tuned out after you said that? Is that where you're tuning back in now?
I have no clue what happened in the past 10 minutes.
Okay.
Oof. That's rough.
Nah,
It's rough. I have to
So,
say though, Vic, every time you look at the computer, I do check the reflection to see if I can see the porn tabs that you're closing
No porn up on these tabs right now, but
right now.
No,
Yeah.
45
right now.
minutes. Whenever, about 5 minutes after this ends.
But listen, Hinge is always open. All right.
That's right. Can
Maybe
you guys
since-
actually see stuff off my reflections? I try to like see if I can see it in my glasses, but that's what I'm saying. I can't really.
I can't. No.
I can see
Yeah.
your hands right now. That's
That's
all I can see.
crazy. My hands are
Yeah.
off screen. I'm just fidgeting with the little.
I know. I can see
Well-
them in the glasses.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But that's about it. Your camera's got good quality, man, but
Yeah.
it's now a detriment.
Yeah, I might have to dumb that down. Just start coming in at like 122p or something like that. Just looking like absolute garbage on this.
Yeah, especially if you're not wearing pants, because
Yeah.
I mean,
there's some investigators that watch these clips.
who is currently? You know what I'm saying?
I got shorts on, you know.
Yeah, I got some shorts.
That's fair.
Though I do have to admit-
Mike just fully nude like that guy that went through the drive-through in Atlanta. Did you guys see that?
No,
Wait.
no, but
The guy that committed
Dude, you keep
goonicide?
pulling them.
Yes, the guy who committed goonicide.
Bro, that
What
was
is
in Tempe, Arizona.
Oh damn! It was.
Yeah.
That's even funnier. I thought it was
Okay.
like, it's down south.
now
Am I becoming an old man? Austin, we're becoming old men. I have no clue what the hell is going on.
You guys aren't on the internet enough. That's really it.
no, and that's it because this is definitely going to be another backshot scenario. I want to say that I know what gooning is, but I need somebody to tell me.
All right. You tell him, Vic. You tell him what happened.
Okay. All right. Do you need an explanation on what gooning is, or you know?
No,
what
he
gooning
knows.
is? Okay.
No. I need to know what gooning is.
Oh. Okay.
I need and
We're
Vic,
gonna-
if you could give me some kind of like physical reenactment, I think that would be the best way
I'm
for
not.
me to.
I don't think I'm going to do that. But I will tell you what gooning is. Is basically the guys who like to like lock themselves in the room and jerk off all day. Like they
Yeah.
can't stop jerking off. That's basically
That's what
that's what gooning is. And people have made it into a joke where it's like, oh yeah, like I'm gooning. Like
It's kind of just become a synonym for jerking off at this point.
Yeah.
basically.
Okay.
exactly. Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be a long term thing.
But
It's just
that would make you a gooner.
Yeah.
okay. If you goon, then you're a gooner.
Yeah, like if you goon a lot,
Yeah.
Got it.
like obsessively.
So now I'm afraid to ask the question of what is goonicide.
Well,
What
okay. So if you've heard of if you haven't heard of goonicide, I assume you haven't heard of the gooneral.
That is no. I've never fucking heard of. Go ahead,
Okay.
break it down for me, Vic.
All right. So basically, this guy in Tempe, Arizona, like I guess someone came up with some sort of concept of having like a Dunkin' Donuts and Hooters together.
Pretty
It's
much
basically-
exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like bikini coffee. All
Okay.
the baristas are wearing basically just bikinis. And like you drive up, it's like you know how you drive up a Chick-fil-A and you don't talk to the window, you talk to like an actual person with an iPad. That's what happens at this like function or whatever.
Okay.
And so this guy pulled up.
Keep in mind,
And
they
the
have
girl-
in the video. They already they see him pulling up, and they already have the camera on recording him because presumably he's done this many times before. Okay,
many times. And so he pulls up and he's not wearing pants. Just fully naked in the
his
car.
hand is on his crotch.
Yeah, he's got
Right.
one hand on the wheel, the other hand. Yeah, you know.
So he pulls
Sure.
up, and then he looks over. He very quickly realizes that the woman has her phone out and is recording him. His face looks completely like horrified, and then he just peels away.
And he drives to a parking lot and commits goonercide.
Okay, you say that like I know what that means. Does that mean that
He almost immediately killed himself afterwards.
Yes.
Pull up the
can't
video,
believe-
dude. Just pull up the video. We gotta see.
No, I gotta. Well, I
No,
gotta
we gotta
screen
see.
record the video.
Yeah, no, we
You
got
guys
time. We
full
got a
on
couple
led
minutes.
me down
Yeah.
that trail
No.
and let me make jokes about gooning just to tell me that this man killed himself. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, we gotta see it. We gotta see it.
That's crazy. No, we don't need to see it.
Well, we don't want to see the end, but we just want to see the video. You know,
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
we know
And
how it
people
ends.
were pretty much clowning on this guy for like a week straight on
Yeah.
Gee,
online.
people are cruel,
Yeah.
man, but that's a rough thing to do. I
Yeah.
mean,
See, he had good foresight though, you know? Like
Yeah. He knew exactly.
he knew where it was going.
yeah.
Yeah. And then they held a gooneral, which was basically just a vigil at the coffee shop where everyone pulled up and like paid their respects.
I thought you were about to tell me that everybody pulled up with no pants on.
I was
No,
hoping-
they were
I was
much
hoping-
more respectful than that.
But that's not a proper homage to this poor guy who committed goonercide.
I think it's a pretty cool homage to him, you know.
It's probably the most
Plus the pants.
public
you know?
friendly.
Yeah, here.
Oh, I have seen this video before. I didn't realize that his pants were off though.
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's why she said unacceptable.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
We figured out all that from a 4-second video. We know all this information just on a video of him pulling up.
Well, yeah, I mean, like he literally
There's-
went on to kill himself. They were like, "Why did he kill himself?" And they traced the steps back.
But how do we know? Like, did somebody just like look at a police blotter, or like, how did they figure out this guy?
He
was
very
connected to this?
publicly killed. He killed himself in like a public parking lot.
Yeah, I understand that, but how did they figure out that this dude was the one that was doing that? Like, was somebody just like, oh yeah, he's on the internet?
Someone that
Well-
knew him maybe connected the dots. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Or yeah, exactly. Like somebody maybe commented on the video or whatever.
Who knows
you
how
know?
things go super viral, you know? But
Yeah.
oh, this dude also had like a really sick name. It was Nautica Malone.
Nautica Malone.
wow.
Fucking baller ass name. Rest in peace, man.
Jesus.
Another
After
one
you just
bites the
made fun
dust.
of him for 5 minutes. Huh?
No, I'm just saying another one bites the dust, just trying to exercise his rights, you know, in
yeah.
this country. And the
Oh,
guys
That's
are
true.
getting-
hold on. I gotta play the vigil. It lasted for 20 minutes before the cops came to shut it down.
What?
Oh, so it wasn't even like a sanctioned.
No. But
Thinking-
you guys got to hear what these dudes are cheering at the Gooneral.
Goon and cheese.
I mean, gooning in peace would be doing it in the confines of your own home. I don't think
Yeah,
I
he
agree.
I don't think
was
that's
doing
what
the
he was
opposite.
doing.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a thing as publicly gooning in peace.
You guys want me to read his obituary?
No, we're not going to read a dead man.
I think
Oh,
it gets
God.
really sad. There's a
Not
certain
gonna
piece
do
of
it.
information that I think I remember that makes it even darker that I
Yeah.
All right.
That doesn't give us more of a reason to read it.
They-
It, gives us
It looks like
less
they
of a reason
deleted
to
it.
read
It looks like
Yeah,
they deleted it, but
thank
this
you.
complex article has what I think Nick is referring to. Malone was described as a devoted husband and a loving father. He is survived by his wife Malone and his children. Malone. I'm probably beeping their names out just, out of
Out of respect.
respect. But yeah.
What's
What's the dark part in that?
what's the dark part
Like-
about
like
that?
he's
but
a
he
dad.
had like 2 young kids.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he was
yeah,
like,
yeah, shocker. I mean, what? That's not that I'm desensitized to. The gooning in public, I guess I'm a little shocked by it, but the fact that this guy had kids, I guess, is not that surprising. crazy.
They held a candlelight vigil for their goon lord. Nautica Malone. That's gotta suck, man. Just be like having that caught on film and then just having to be immortalized as Goon Lord.
You know what
I
though?
guess it's a good thing, like that he killed himself.
That
'Cause
does
would have
not
really
go.
sucked.
That
All right,
does
you're
not
cutting
go
that. You're
viral.
cutting that for sure. Holy shit.
This is like a Streisand effect thing, though, where like that does not go nearly as viral if he didn't immediately kill himself afterwards.
Exactly.
I agree with you. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to fucking say.
I mean, there's videos of
feel
people
like-
doing creepy shit in public all the time. Not every single one
Yeah.
becomes this huge fucking internet meme. It's like,
Yeah, 100%. You would just see a post about this guy like catching a charge because he was like whacking it in public, and that would be it.
He wasn't whacking it. He was just not wearing any pants. It was in his
come
private
on.
property. You know,
Come
what I'm saying?
on.
He wasn't doing anything
We
wrong.
know what he was doing.
But
I
what?
hate this whole benefit of the doubt
But
shit.
was
like,
he?
Yeah,
do-
come on.
he was allegedly doing.
What are
it.
you,
We
his
don't
fucking
know.
public defender?
it sounds like this is something that you do, Mike, and you're trying to defend.
You know
it.
what? I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna let you know what happens. All right.
Jesus.
And
You
then,
could be the next goon lord.
hey, that's pretty.
Only
that's
if you follow through with what Nautica did.
Right, you have to. Well, sorry.
If-
No,
okay.
not that. Jesus Christ. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Sorry,
any-
Mike. I didn't mean to tell you to kill yourself on the podcast.
Yeah, it's like, how is any of this gonna make it into that?
No, it's all going in the episode.
Yeah. This episode is gonna be a hefty cut. There's gonna be a lot of hefty cuts in this.
Yeah,
one.
there's gonna be a lot of cuts.
There's not that many cuts I'm going to make in this episode.
just keep the kids' names in there at this point.
Yeah. No, leaving the part about the friend killing himself. Take out the kid's name. No problem. No problem. Yeah, that's fine. It's acceptable.
I mean, that is acceptable.
None of us can ever run for office.
No.
Ever.
Once we agreed,
I already
to do this
blew past
podcast-
that line many years ago. So
Yeah.
I'm just playing with house money at this point, you know.
Yeah. You guys obviously have not heard the first iteration of this podcast.
No, apparently, I need to go back. And
I feel like that's what we need to do for the 150th episode. I think. Can you get snippets of the old beginnings and throw them in there? You know?
We'll do like a clip show.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be
Yeah,
great.
the moment that almost every TV show jumps the shark is what we're gonna do for the 150th episode. The greatest hits.
it's funny.
Oh my god, we could just make a
Get away
greatest
with it.
hits compilation.
That's it.
Oh man,
Mike, your video quality is coming in and out, my guy.
looks awful.
Yeah, it's looking a little rough. What's the flag on the couch?
No, I was gonna tell you guys that we got sponsored.
Okay.
I don't think we did.
I was
I'm
gonna
trying to see what that is. Does it say 500 on it?
I was gonna tell you guys that we got sponsored by the
It's an Irish
The lovely
flag.
people over at Fiat.
the Fiat 500Montreal.com.
Wait, hold on. Did these people actually give you money, or are we just giving out free promos now?
No, we're gonna get sponsored.
I want.
Is this a joke? Like, are you serious?
Yeah, is this a joke or are
so-
you serious?
Nah, it's a joke, but we could
Yeah,
get
that's right.
sponsored. We could make a couple phone calls.
I don't think we're getting sponsored by
Are we gonna get
Fiat.
some money?
Well,
We were gonna
well,
get some money.
we're not gonna get sponsored if Victor keeps calling everybody hick Italians. Of course, we're not gonna get sponsored by the Fiat 500Montreal.com. Of course not.
Mike, you can't do that. I thought you were about to tell us that we were all getting Fiat 500s or something.
Yeah.
Dog. If I had that power, come on.
Listen, I'd be a shill for Fiat.
Yeah,
I tell everyone it's the greatest car ever made.
there you go. I'm a show for tax-free money. I think we
Yeah.
all understood that after the Backshots episode.
I don't think you understood that out of everybody though.
No, I heard 100K, and I was like, okay,
He didn't even care what the stipulation was.
I
It
didn't.
was
Yeah,
just-
Nah, he didn't care.
did.
He didn't care one
Yeah,
bit.
this is efficient, and I can make $1 million. Come on, what's going on?
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Jeez.
Oh man.
Let the
Wow.
record show. I said 200 back shots.
Did you really?
I did. Generational wealth. Well, that's probably not generational. 20 million, but it's still 20 million.
Do you stand by that statement?
Yeah. I stand by what we were joking, saying we would just not stop.
Oh, we just keep going. We
Yeah.
selling our bodies indefinitely.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, if people on OnlyFans can do it, why can't we? You know?
That's what I'm saying. Respect to
Well-
them. I just don't have the I don't have the nerve. I don't have the guts. I would
Well,
do it
now-
if I could.
Kind of into the transition of OnlyFans here, but now I read, I sent it to you guys, right? That when you FaceTime somebody,
Oh yeah.
that the phone's going to recognize if somebody's nude and then censor it out or ask you to continue to see nudity.
Yeah, because
I'm
they're trying to like stop like unsolicited like
Hmm.
I would assume unsolicited dick on FaceTime.
Mike, how are you going to talk to anybody now?
I know.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset. I'm going to have to wear a robe. That's bullshit.
This could have saved Jeffrey Tubin.
Yeah.
Could have, 100%.
Although I'm pretty sure he got hired by CNN again, didn't he?
he did.
Like
did.
last year.
That's awesome.
So,
He did.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I know people that have gone through like 8 rounds of interviews, and here we are with that guy getting hired again. No problem.
Isn't it crazy that you could be a criminal and still keep your job? Like, that's great. Or you just get your job back, you know? Isn't that wild?
Well, I mean, you can become the president of the United States. I mean, anything's possible.
I think that's
you know?
what makes America so great is that, like, even though you do some wrong, there's always a second chance, you know? And then you could be
Or a
whatever you want to be.
third. Or a
Yeah,
fourth.
or a fifth.
Or maybe like a 17th if you just have the money.
Yeah. Unless you're smoking pot, then we're gonna take care of that. But like embezzlement, you're all set. Don't worry.
speaking of which, Jeffrey Epstein totally exonerated.
That's right.
No
There's no
wrongdoing.
client list.
Yeah.
It did in fact kill himself. There is for some reason 1 minute of footage missing from the Rikers Island video cameras for no reason at all.
And oddly, I think that's where P. Diddy went after the trial was over, right to the island to celebrate. So
Yep.
kind of weird. Kind of weird.
Seems like
Gotta love it.
Do you mean the island or Rikers Island?
No, like Epstein's Island. Epstein's Island.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, someone did buy it. I guess you can just go if you wanted to, but
Like it was privately bought.
I think
yeah.
it was privately bought, yeah.
yeah, after Epstein was
Before he
You
was
know.
exonerated.
After he said it. After he what?
after he allegedly killed himself.
There you go.
Allegedly.
Well, they
After
can bring
he
him back
allegedly-
now.
Yeah.
Enough
After
time's
he
passed.
Yeah.
He's been chilling in the Caymans probably the whole time, or some fucking somewhere,
Right.
like Tahiti or some shit. Like, it's good. The coast is clear.
Yeah. Free
Right, the
free
body
Jelaine.
Hmm.
The body double's gone.
Unless he
Time to come
committed
back.
unless he
Me
committed
Too's over, and
suicide.
people are acknowledging
Yeah.
that we may have went a little too far with some people. I think it'd
Yeah.
be fair to classify him as one of those people. So
Right.
I think it's
Oh.
time.
Kevin Spacey
If-
movies back on the board.
Back, he's still
House-
doing like
House of
French
Cards.
movies, which you know.
Yeah.
That tells
They're a
you
little
who
bit
he
more
is today.
flexible.
Polanski's been making French movies for
Yeah.
like 30 years, and we know.
I was
what
gonna
he
say
did.
Woody Allen and him are back.
Yeah.
we are so fucking back. No, but that just tells me that they absolutely have. I don't want to make too many accusations, and get
Public
myself in
accusation.
trouble here, but there's for most certainly a client list that includes people that obviously didn't want to be known and are probably in power right now. And I think for that reason, it was probably that person was probably too heavily on the record. So instead of just releasing a redacted list like they tried to like a couple months ago, they're like, fuck it, let's just scrap the whole list. Because it implicates someone too much.
It implicates many
very
people too
specific
much.
someone.
Yeah.
That's exactly why there's no RICO charge on Diddy's case.
Yeah. Which is crazy, by the way. I don't know how he's getting
Not
off.
that shocking to me. Not that shocking to me whatsoever.
Did you guys see?
I mean-
you guys see his fans pouring baby oil on themselves after he was acquitted?
Pull up the video.
All right, I got.
Yeah, pull up it.
Honestly, I'm really loving the new. I'm loving the new interface
Pull
now
up.
that I could just play clips like this.
You're bringing
It's
up
so much easier than before.
You're bringing up shit that I've never seen that I have to see. Just pull up the video. We gotta see it. People are doing some whack shit, man. What's wrong with people?
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it. I don't know, man. This world's crazy, but so are we, I guess.
I don't think I'm that crazy.
There you go.
I'll be honest.
That's the new tat. Put that on your arm, Mike.
Certified gooner. Right here.
Certified gooner. Certified goon lord.
You got to put something like that, like on your palm, or maybe your upper wrist.
I think I was gonna. I think I
that
should,
would be constantly visible.
I think I should tramp stamp
Like
it.
right here.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess it could right here.
Oh
Not
my
bad.
god, Jesus!
Pull it up.
Yeah,
I don't know
there
if
you
I
go.
could get this exact one. I'm trying to download. What I have to do is I have to save the videos to the computer and then upload them to the interface.
Save
order
the
for me to-
videos. Sign up for the free trial. Enter your credit card information.
No. I accidentally liked some of the videos from the podcast
Ah.
TikTok. That's not good. I don't want that.
Mark Zuckerberg knows what you're watching now.
That's another thing. TikTok is gonna. I saw something today where they're gonna have like either Americans are gonna buy it out or they're gonna create a new version of TikTok by like American investors. Which at that point I'm just going back to Red Note. I don't care if China has my data. It's fine.
At this point, they should just buy it out. Everybody's so established on there, you know.
Yeah. Here, I'm playing the Diddy video.
Let's see it.
Oh Christ. Oh God.
That it's only right.
Yeah,
that
I
happened.
think stand culture has gone a little too far. That's a little crazy for me.
I wasn't aware that there were P. Diddy stands out there.
Neither, yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, I'm sorry, Pete.
But
Diddy,
you know what?
Stands.
For my entertainment purposes,
Do you not know what the term stands mean?
I guess not. What does it mean?
Jesus.
you listen to Eminem, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess I don't remember.
Well, maybe we got to give you some musical homework. You got to go back and listen to the song.
Okay, which one do I listen to?
It's was the name of the song?
It was literally
It
Stan.
Yeah, it's Stan.
was just
Oh,
Stan,
okay.
right?
You're talking. Oh,
Mhm.
okay. You're talking about that song.
Yeah.
Oh,
so Stan just means
where
like
that guy's writing him the
an
letter.
Oh,
obsessed
okay.
fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that
Mhm.
the term "stan" meant that. I understand.
Yeah.
I know the song "Stan." I know what it does, but
I honestly didn't put that together until like a couple years after people started using that term. I kind of thought it just meant super fan.
Well, in a way, yes.
What's
It
it
does,
do?
yeah.
And then someone pointed that out, and I was like, "Oh, that makes sense."
so is it an acronym?
No, it's just another term to say super fan.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like you're the equivalent of that guy. You're a Stan.
Understood.
You know, I heard somebody mentioned this offhand the other day, and I like normal, my mind races. But somebody said that the they had an idea that the like old viral videos of the day, like 2 Girls 1 Cup, were AI generated. And I was like, what if that was the case, that somebody that had early development of that technology was actually able to AI generate some of those crazy videos that we were watching when we were growing up? Wouldn't that be such a weird retcon?
If it was fake the whole time.
Yes.
Or say somebody,
fake.
you know, wanted to generate an AI video of a plane flying into a building.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Say that were to
All-
That's
happen.
very true. People
all
are saying
somehow-
this, you know.
Quite possible. You know? Where's our tinfoil hats? Where are they? We need to put them on. Because a part of me says like, no, that's ridiculous. Of course, they didn't have access to that technology back then. They wouldn't have been able to do it. But grainy images, you know, compressed videos. I don't know.
Yeah.
Technology's been around since the 90s. Quite possible. I don't know. I don't know why I was thinking about that, but
I think
thought it was
the biggest counter argument to that would be them waiting like you know 7 years for the AI tech to catch up to release the Epstein prison video, right? What, you know, why would they have waited if they
Yeah, I
already had
agree.
the tech in 20, I don't know, when did that happen? 2018, 2017?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They just would have dropped it right then and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right. But it's a thought. Probably.
Or maybe
Are
that's
you-
just
are
what they want us to think, you know?
But now, hold on. Think about this, right? If you theoretically, if you had a fast enough and a far reach on the internet, you could take an old video of something and edit it and then like change all those digital copies with your new AI generated video.
Oh, so you're saying
Right.
like erase everything.
Yeah, like change digital history. Like for every instance of this image that exists, change it to this. Obviously, you can't do it for physical stuff, and so that would be your source of truth, although that has its holes on its own. That would be kind of interesting. Like if all of a sudden somebody said that, you know, like they erased an image of Donald Trump from something, right? Like that photo that's around of Epstein and Donald Trump,
Yeah.
right?
Which one, man?
But they
There's like-
but imagine if they replaced it with a photo of them kissing.
Right. Which
Now
I'm
there-
sure
now
there's
we're
a
getting
thought.
into some really high-minded ideas here. I'm liking where
Right.
this is going.
Yeah, I think so too. Now, exactly. If this technology does not exist, maybe we could be the pioneers.
Yeah.
We would do that.
Honestly, I think we're a little bit behind on making AI make two men kiss in a photo.
You know that app
I think we're pretty
that AI
behind on
generates
that.
like two people kissing? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Yeah.
Like that already
Yes.
exists. Whoever made that should be like fucking like thrown into a well or something. Like they should like how is that legal? Like
Damn, I don't know how I'm gonna. I want to pull up this video I saw this morning of
Pull up the
like
video.
of literally no, because there's no way I can Google search Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. Celebration kissing without it being an extremely heinous search in my Google history.
yeah.
My
If there's ever been a time for incognito mode,
Yeah, you know what?
that
I'm
would
gonna
be
try.
it.
I'm gonna try it out. I'll let you know what the results are.
There's immediately blue and red lights outside of Victor's house.
No, it's just immediately I'm just gonna be exposed to gay porn.
Funny.
You don't know unless you try.
All right.
Makes for good content though. That probably pissed off a ton of alpha males all around the world. Are we waiting? Are you pulling something up? Is that
I'm
what we're
trying.
waiting
I'm
for?
trying to see if I could find. No, they don't. They don't have any.
Time to go to one of those softwares and generate it right now.
Yet. Oh, I wonder if AI.
Dangerous rabbit hole.
Dude. I'm typing in AI generate definition, two men kissing to Google.
I think you could have just put two people kissing. I don't think you need to
I
specify.
agree.
You know what? That actually, I'm gonna improve the search by doing that.
It's only gonna get worse from here, dude.
Can you at least share your screen so we can see the results?
Give me a second. I'm working on it.
At this point, I want to know the final product. All right. Damn.
Oh, it says I have to create an account. That's fine. Give me like 10 minutes.
Yeah, fuck it. Just use the podcast
You're
email.
already-
Why
That's
not?
what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
And for a penny, dude. You're already going for it.
We've committed at this point.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Mike, did you ever get your Sydney Sweeney soap?
No, I did not. I was not a winner.
Darn.
But you could get it on eBay for like $800.
Don't they just didn't I thought I saw the other day that they were just selling it now. Like normally. Like it wasn't a lottery system that you were just able to buy it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was kind of confused because I was like, wasn't this supposed to be an exclusive thing? Like maybe not enough people bought it, but I thought it sold
They've
out.
got her like locked in a bathroom somewhere. Just fucking.
There was like a week span where she was just sitting in that
Uh-huh.
tub and they were siphoning water.
Now see,
Rough.
that's the batch I would want.
What, the last batch?
Yes.
The absolute last batch?
Absolutely.
Oh shit! I could get one from China for $23.85.
Yeah, I'm sure
There you
that I'm
go.
sure that's actually the real
Emu
bathwater.
Sydney Sweeney bathwater soap.
Somebody just stuck their dog in a bath and then took that water.
Did you hear that there's people that are like cutting holes in the soap?
It's
I didn't. But
To
it
do
doesn't surprise-
what?
We know.
What do you
Oh,
know?
damn,
We
that's
know what's
crazy.
going on.
Yep.
We know what's going
Yep.
on.
Yeah, we know what's going on there.
That's crazy.
Listen, that's the out of all the things that we fucking talked about today, I think that one is the least egregious.
I'm gonna look this up.
People
now.
jerking off with the Sydney Sweeney soap.
Yeah, I feel like that was the most anticipated.
Yeah, yeah, we
outcome.
kind of knew people were gonna do
Yeah.
that. That's fair.
Let's see if we can find it.
People jerking off with the soap.
Yeah, pull
Wait,
up
see
the
if we can
video.
find what?
Pull up the video. of it.
Jamie.
No, it
Jamie,
sounds
pull,
like
pull
you-
up people jerking off with the soap.
Pull up two men jerking off with Sydney Sweeney soap.
Yeah, just pull up the video. We'll figure it out. They have a SpongeBob collection, by the way, Dr. Squatch.
You know, for all those kids shows, I'm sure people have done pretty nefarious things with those too.
Oh, 100%.
All right, let's see if we can find it. Limited edition.
Nick, we're down 50% now on our pod squad.
Don't worry, I'm still here. I'm listening. I'm just making something magical.
Making something magical. Are you actually creating something?
Yeah, I am.
Nice. Nice.
But we want to see it, you know?
I'm taking off my glasses to like really not, just in case it spoils anything for you guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure that this is fully untainted before I get to upload this to the board here.
Is there a way?
We probably
We still do we upload these to YouTube or what?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Well, when I remember to do so, but yes.
we could probably just cut out the wait time.
Yeah, we'll cut out most of it.
No, Austin, I don't see you getting it direct from Dr. Squatch.
No. Maybe I just dreamt that.
Let's see how much eBay has it for. That's not from China. $250. I could bid on one for $315.
That's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Or buy it now for $700.
Isn't that wild? I wonder how many people actually did that. Probably more than I would want to know.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Interesting. I can't believe this is a thing. Oh Lord. People are crazy, you know?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just give me like 2 more minutes here.
You're okay.
All right.
You're okay.
I'm in the fucking lab right now.
I'm just gonna go to the goonery while we wait, so
Oh, you're gonna want to go to the goonery after I show you what I show you. Did you guys see that they killed off Marge Simpson on The Simpsons?
What?
What?
Yeah, I didn't get to watch the episode, but I guess the newest season or something like that ended with Marge and like with them doing a flashback and Marge is in heaven.
But they
I
they
mean-
did this before. They did something like a couple seasons ago with like Bart or something like that. Like
They had Bart be like a fentanyl addict and a fucking like OD.
No, I forgot what they did with
They
it.
should have
Like,
done that with Apu
Jesus,
instead
Vic, where
of.
did you come up with that?
I don't know. I was trying to see if we had a riff there. That's my bad, guys.
He tried, and I respect that. But like,
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, that's the theme of this episode, I guess.
but like like the like a while ago they tried to have Marge and Homer get a divorce. Remember when Family Guy killed off Brian and then they brought in Vinny? Remember that?
Yep.
yeah, and then they killed off the mom too, Lois.
Mhm.
Well, that was a simulation.
Right.
Was that a simulation?
Yeah. We found out after it was.
Yeah, that was a 2-parter.
Yeah.
Because remember, she didn't. He pushes her off or shoots her off the cruise ship, and then he like
Yeah.
becomes president, and then she like shows up like.
Yeah.
Nick, you're not talking into the mic.
Yeah, I remember that. It's okay. We still heard you.
Yeah, I feel like these headlines are just a grab. Like it lasts like one episode, you know.
Well, they do it because the ratings are probably low,
Yeah.
right? And they're just trying.
But
They
keep
can't be
signing
that
these
low
shows.
though, right?
I know, but they're on like season what, like
40.
30 something,
30,
40 something.
35, 36.
I just like
Yeah.
when are they just gonna call it? Like
I know. I feel like it's gone on long enough now where it's like they have to keep it going for another 15 seasons to get to 50.
the voice actors
it's
are
just like a
so
numbers
old at
game.
this point that like you can like really hear it if you
Yeah.
watch a new episode. Like Marge sounds like shit. Like
It's
Maybe
true.
that's why
Yeah.
they killed her off. She's like, guys, I can't do this anymore.
The voice
I gotta
the
stop.
voice actor for Mrs. Krabappel like died, so I don't know how they wrote her off, but like she literally died in real life, so they had to do something to write her off.
The teacher, Bart's teacher.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
At this point, I feel like they could just take a bunch of those, like they could probably take all 30 seasons or whatever, and like just AI generate the voice forever.
Yeah, 100%.
They probably don't have to do,
100% they could.
which like is pretty shitty because obviously like you want to pay people for their work and whatnot. But like I feel like in that kind of scenario, they could just do it. I feel like people would obviously find it disrespectful though, which I think is fair.
Yeah.
Well, there's like a
If-
morality issue to it.
If somebody said to me, like, if I was on a show for 35 years, right, and it just got to the point where I'm like, I can't do this voice anymore, like, I physically can't do it, and they told me, hey, we have enough that we could just AI generate your voice and still pay you for the rights to your voice, then I'd be like, fuck yeah, are you kidding me? Now I can't do it anymore, but I get to still be paid.
I guess
for
that's
it, and I
like
get credit.
that's definitely like an ethical way to do it. I just don't have faith in these companies that they would do it ethically.
Probably,
you guys
yeah.
seen The Mandalorian?
Oh yeah.
You know how-
I haven't.
You know how they bring in at the end of like season 2, I think, like Luke Skywalker,
Yeah.
and
Spoiler.
it's like
No.
AI generated, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
to look like
It's-
young Mark
it's-
Hamill. Well, have you ever seen what the actor whose voice they used and who they used for like the template for the face looks like? He
Yes.
looks exactly like young Mark Hamill. Like there
Yeah,
was
So they
no
could have just
reason
used the guy.
they could have just used the guy. Instead, it's this kind of like weird, like you can tell like something's a little off. Like, yeah, I don't.
It was definitely like somebody wanted to try out the technology, and then they realized slowly that it wasn't really looking right without somebody that resembled Mark Hamill, and they were too deep into it to back out, and so they just got somebody that looked like Mark
That
Hamill.
could be it.
I mean, it did look really
It
good.
looked good. It did look good, but if like, you could tell that there was like something going on.
Yeah, and he wasn't really talking. His face was mostly like, yeah, so. He didn't have to do all that much,
Yeah.
but it was a cool
Well,
sentiment.
this is just phase one of just phasing out all actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just replacing them all with AI, and
hmm
soon enough we'll have AI movies.
Yep.
And, that'll be really
We
cool.
have AI commercials now.
Wait,
Do you guys see
Yeah.
that fully AI generated commercial?
No,
Can't
but did you
remember.
guys see the fully AI like band that
that's
had
what
like
I was gonna say. What's the name of
Yeah.
them?
On Spotify.
AI band? Let's just look that up.
Velvet
Um,
Sundown.
Velvet Sundown.
I just
Um,
read this today.
They claim they're a provocation, which I don't know if anyone looked at their like the images they were using. They fully looked AI. Like this wasn't. I don't know if like people just weren't paying attention to it, but they looked really, really AI. Here, let me pull it up. I'll show you guys a photo.
Well, the Beatles did it a couple years ago to release that unreleased song. What the?
What the fuck was that?
Oh man, that I don't know what that was.
What the hell was that?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, wrong tab.
Yeah, wrong tab. My bad, guys.
Holy shit!
Hold on, let
I
me.
did not give
Let me see it again. Let me see it again. I just want to make sure my eyes.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But you know what? At the time, what's scary is that it took Vic all of 10 minutes to log in, create an account, feed it the photo, and bam.
Yeah. So what did you say? What did you submit in for it to do that?
Just a picture of the two of you guys on the couch.
I hope you know, Mike, that now they forever have that data on us.
Yeah.
Our photos are forever ingrained in their training data.
And I'm sending that to Alessandra and B right now as we speak.
Jesus Christ.
From an anonymous
Actually, you know what?
email address.
I-
Just-
Honestly, that would make it.
Sorry,
even
I
better.
have to do this. ...
Yeah,
There's something you should know.
you deserve to know.
You know what?
I send the Jersey Shore letter or whatever. Sam, on the night that you stayed in, Ron was kissing two girls or whatever.
I kind of want to see what the reaction is. You know.
Funny.
Okay. Well, I'll send it if you want me to.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Technology.
Like, I'm just. Yeah, that's weird. That didn't take long. That's scary. That did not take
Yeah.
long.
You should
So, you
CC like
said
all
one
of their
photo.
older relatives.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. All the ones that get scammed by emails right now.
Just send
Immediately believe
send
that.
an email to Austin's dad and be like, Austin sent you money. Click here to open.
Oh man, I don't want to know the things they would say about Mike and his family if they were ever to see that.
I know. Without any kind of, they wouldn't even send Mike a question to ask him if that was actually him.
No, they would just send a 6-letter slur to us.
They'd be like,
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Rumors were true.
Damn. Damn.
That's funny.
Was it? I don't think it was.
I think
that was
we
pretty
were all
funny,
laughing.
though.
I think that was really good.
I mean,
Yeah. Mike was nervous laughing.
Yeah. Mike's getting secretly turned on. He's like, fuck, I should have wore shorts today.
Good thing I didn't wear pants today. Well, I think that that's probably a good one to end on. Jesus.
If that's the thumbnail photo of this episode,
Oh, that's 100%.
I'm quitting.
That's 100% the YouTube thumbnail. just halfway. Just it's gonna be paused halfway through. So it's gonna be both of you leaning in.
Let me see it one more time.
Yeah.
I need to see this.
Yeah,
I want to know how
this is our outro music now.
I honestly,
oh my God,
for a half
it's so
second,
detailed.
that looks a lot like Mike, but for a half a second, I thought you put in Jeff. Like that looked a lot like Jeff. But I see where it started.
Oh,
That it looks
now
a
I gotta
lot
see
like
it.
me.
Do it again. I gotta see it.
Wait, Mike's
Mike's like,
like,
please, play it again. Play it again, please.
That doesn't look
Please,
like.
please send it to me. Please send it to me.
for sure, Mike, that looks like you. And it starts off looking like me, and then it
when
it
your face
morphs.
turns to the side, it kind of
loses it a little
bit.
That's good for deniability.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
This was not how I expected this conversation to go. But
that's what happens when you listen to Laundry in the Basement, episode 149. Anything's possible, you know.
there you go. Thank you very much, Willy Wonka. What do we, Mike? If you had one piece of advice that you could give the listeners before we end this episode, what would you say?
Don't do a podcast with your friends. Probably would start there. Nothing good ever comes out of it.
Solid
You
advice.
know, you think you're just hanging out with some friends. Next thing you know, there's I generated a video of you kissing a guy. You know.
Not any guy though. Hold on, that's kind of unfair.
That's right.
You're kissing your
It's
best
me.
friend.
Are you ashamed of kissing me?
No, I'm not ashamed. I mean, we talked on the podcast how that last time we did it in person, the three of us, we all spooned after. It was nice, you know.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. I'm actually surprised that you said that because you seem very off put by this video, and I'm a little concerned.
I don't know. We should probably watch it again just to double check.
We probably should one more time. Yeah, just to make sure.
Right to the end, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's definitely you guys.
Yeah. It definitely does.
Looks like I didn't get a good look, but it looks like that. Checks out.
Seems legit.
Seems legit.
Wow. Well, it's been fun, boys.
Yeah. We will,
Always a pleasure.
like, subscribe, rate, review the podcast, follow us on all socials. We have something nice in store for you guys next week for episode 150.
And let us know what other scenarios you would like us to generate with this new tool.
Let me know what else.
It all has to be centered around kissing, but
I mean, they don't have to be, but maybe. Yeah, see who
like
else
that's
you on the podcast you'd like to see. If you'd like to see me and Mike make out, Mike and Nick, maybe Austin and me. We could keep flipping it up.
They should make an app
We
like
could.
that, but for ISIS beheading videos.
Jesus.
That's it. Cut the episode. We're done. We're ending it. Thank you for listening. And
All
good
right.
night.
Honestly, that's pretty good. They should do that.
No, don't feed into it. Just cut it. Just